let's get right into it. Did you know that the job of a professional sniffer is one of the strangest and most vital professions you've never heard of? Now, when I say sniffer, I'm not talking about a bloodhound on a police chase or a sommelier at a fancy dinner. I'm talking about a highly trained individual whose sole job is to smell people and their products, to ensure they don't stink. It sounds like something out of a bizarre comedy sketch, but these professionals, often called odor evaluators, are the reason your deodorant, perfume, and even your dish soap work. Their sense of smell is so acute, they can detect the slightest change in a fragrance, a skill that is both a gift and perhaps a curse. This all began in a world far less glamorous than you'd think. Picture this: a drab laboratory in the mid-20th century, filled with scientists dedicated to the bizarre science of body odor. They needed a way to test the effectiveness of early deodorants, and the only reliable tool they had was the human nose. So, they recruited a small elite group of people with a natural talent for smelling. These were the pioneers, the unsung heroes of hygiene, who dedicated their lives to the fight against BO. Here's where it gets weird. To do their job, they would work in controlled environments, often called sniffing booths, where they would smell test subjects who had just applied a product. Imagine you are in one of these booths, and a scientist instructs you to get up close and personal with a stranger's armpit. You have to take a deep breath and accurately assess the scent before and after the product is applied, often on a scale of 1 to 10. It's a job that requires an ironclad stomach and a detached, almost clinical approach to a very personal subject. The tools of the trade were as odd as the job itself. Beyond the booths, they used special sniff sticks and fragrance strips to test products like toothpaste and detergents. And yes, they even had to smell feet, to avoid olfactory fatigue, where their noses get so used to a smell they can no longer detect it. They would often reset their sense of smell by smelling their own elbows. No, I'm not kidding. A quick whiff of their inner elbow was the go-to palate cleanser for a professional sniffer, a small and bizarre detail of their daily routine. The real twist came when the world started to take notice. As the market for personal care products exploded, so did the demand for professional sniffers. But their work wasn't just about making people smell good, it was about scientific precision. One legend, whispered among the community, tells of a new trainee who, after a long day of smelling laundry detergent, swore she could detect a single molecule of an unknown chemical. Her supervisor dismissed it as a hallucination, a case of an overworked nose. But months later, a product recall was issued due to a rare and minuscule chemical contaminant that had somehow slipped through all the high-tech lab equipment. The trainee, it turned out, was right. Her nose was more accurate than a multi-million-dollar gas chromatograph. You'd think a job with that level of responsibility and skill would earn a king's ransom, right? Wrong. Historically, professional sniffers were paid a decent wage, but it was rarely a celebrity-level salary. In the 1960s, a top-tier sniffer might have earned the equivalent of around $50,000 a year today. A respectable but hardly jaw-dropping sum for a job that required such a unique and valuable skill. Today, that number has risen, but it's still far from the lottery winner paychecks you might expect for someone with such a rare and essential talent. The strangest part of all is the urban legend that some researchers whisper about to this day. They say there's a secret small group of super sniffers who can't just identify scents, but can also smell emotions. The rumor goes that they were originally employed by perfume companies to create fragrances that would evoke specific feelings: joy, confidence, even desire. But some claim this group went rogue, using their unique ability to exploit people's hidden vulnerabilities. It's a ridiculous, almost unbelievable idea, but it's enough to make you wonder what other secrets are hiding in the world of professional odor evaluation. Could you imagine having this job? It's a career path that sounds like a joke, but it's a very real and incredibly important part of our modern world. It makes you think about all the hidden, weird jobs out there that we take for granted every day. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.